Hello, anyone who happened to click on my video. It's Believe in Shadows here, and I'm going to be throwing a rant, I guess. I don't know if it's really a rant or not, but we're going to be talking about the CMC and their cutie marks, and my opinion on it. First off, I have to say, honestly, I'm so happy with how the Crusaders got their marks. Honestly, the episode where they got their marks was, it was phenomenal. I thought it was tied together really well. I thought it played out fantastically. It was great. However, my only, complaint about how they got their cutie mark is, personally, I feel like they had ample opportunity to get their cutie marks, earlier on than they did. So in the Crusaders of the Lost Mark, which is when they got their cutie marks, they got their marks when they realized that what they're good at is helping others figure out what they're good at, which is kind of interesting. But if you think about it, further back, I think it was season 5 still, the Crusaders helped Troubleshoes figure out what his talent was and what his cutie mark meant in Appaloosa's Most Wanted. The entire episode, for the most part, was based off of the Crusaders going off and finding Troubleshoes, and him basically being Pony Eeyore, and him thinking that his life is meant to be nothing but bad luck, but the Crusaders help him realize that his talent is making other ponies laugh. And, I mean, personally, I feel like they could have gotten their cutie marks because of that. Now, obviously, I know Hasbro wanted to be super careful about giving the Crusaders a mark because it would completely change the dynamic of how they use these characters in general, and I know that they didn't want to disappoint the fan base and ruin it. And I know they also might not have really decided exactly how they were going to give the marks to the Crusaders, but if they already had known about what they wanted to do, I feel like Hasbro should have given the marks to the Crusaders in Appaloosa's Most Wanted. Because basically when they made that episode, they just made it into a filler, a time filler, and it really lost its potential to be good, in my opinion. So anyway, moving on to their actual marks, I think they're, so awesome. I mean, they're really cute, and I think it's fantastic that they all, match. A lot of people argue that it's weird that they all have this exact same mark, but if you look closely, they don't have the exact same mark. Scootaloo's shield has a little wing in it, which could be, foretelling of the fact that she might be able to fly well someday. Sweetie Belle has a music note, and Apple Bloom has an apple. So, it's still, their cutie marks still show their unique ability, but it also ties them together into their collective ability, which I think is interesting. So, honestly, these are, the first cutie marks I've seen that have double meaning, in my opinion. So I personally think they did really well. I think it was great, and yeah, honestly, that's basically all I have to say. So I'm really not good at making videos. If anybody feels the need to comment on my really stupid, crappy video, and if they've even watched it this long, then I would very much appreciate some feedback on how to make narrated videos better. And if you're interested, I'd like to know what else you'd like to hear me talk about, and what other kinds of art you'd like to see me do. So, yeah. Anyway. Thanks for listening.